My name is Tia Lake, and I'm the CEO of EMDUIT, which is an automation company out of Madison, Wisconsin. There's a lot of information when it comes to brokerage support, and so I use systems, applications, platforms to create basically an agentic journey so that the data moves effortlessly from system to system so that the broker just has to gain that knowledge and put it into play. There's so much to do when it comes to recruiting and retention, and it's tug. They're always drawn to the agents that are with them, that have partnered with them, but they also know that they have to grow. Relitix is basically the MLS for agent data. So that's how I describe it to my brokers. It literally, you see everything that you would ever want to see in regards to agent sales. Now, mind you, some of my brokers are a part of 4 MLSs. So you can even imagine how extensive and hourly that would be. But to just have one place for all that data, it's a pretty magical place that I just don't understand why any broker wouldn't want to have access to. So when I meet with a broker and they have only had access to the MLS, I talk to them about Relitix and what information is available for them to pull out lists of perfect candidates for them to put into campaigns to recruit, and also pulling that data to allow them to coach their current agents properly so that they understand, oh, her sales are down 20% and she's taken over 70% of buyers in the last 12 months. I think I'm going to put her in this coaching program, and I'm going to get her set up with maybe a mentor, and it's more specific instead of how are you doing? I want to help you. What can I help you with? It's more proactive than that. And they can do that within overall office. So this is one thing that Relitix is really great at when it comes to the office listings. You can present that at your meetings, and some of my brokers absolutely love that, because then they say, here's our overall numbers and here's our market share that we gained this month, and then they can coach the individual agents that maybe aren't there yet but want to be. So it becomes this group effort of let's use this data to gain market share. Then it's easy to recruit. People love production. People love agents that are selling. That brings up the energy. Like if you're a new agent, it's really nice to say, I'm with the number 3 office here in the Madison area, and this is how many listings we sold. And having your agents have that data in hand for their listing presentation, they get more listings as well. Within Relitix, you can find what's called rookie rock stars. So those are agents that have shown huge gains within the first year of their career. And you can analyze just a few of them in your market. And I've done this for a couple of my brokers. We really honed in on that rookie rock star. And then we found maybe 4 or 5 that we used as examples, and we would pull their social media and their sales and basically use that to coach the new agents to say, okay, you can use this as your example. And some of those rookie rock stars were within the office, and then others were a part of a different office, and then that new agent was like, well, that's my competition. I'm going after them. So I said sat down with a broker in Chicago, and of course, MRED is one of the largest MLSs in the country. And when he got access to his Relitix portal, we had over 40,000 agents to pull from. And so I told him, there are virtual real estate agents, but really we want to hone in on the agents that sell around your office. And this is also very specific data that only Relitix has. So we were able to put, a 7-mile radius on his offices, his 3 offices, and hone in on the agents that are selling in those locations. And in Chicago, that meant a lot. 5 miles in Chicago means a lot to buyers and sellers. And of course, these real estate agents trying to drive to and from. And we came up with a really nice list of under 400. That's a doable list. And then it just progressed from there. He didn't feel like he was recruiting an army. He felt like he could sit down and have a full profile of the agent that he was meeting, knowing exactly what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. And so he really felt empowered. Like finally he knew exactly who he was talking to and who he wanted to attract.